All right, we're gonna get the stream started. my voice, my voice sounds horrible today. I'm just letting you guys know ahead of time. I don't know if you're gonna even be able to sit through this stream because of how bad my voice sounds and the amount of coughing that I'm probably going to be doing. But if you can look over that, I do have a stream in store for you guys. And today we're going to be talking about the best way to deal with anxiety and panic. Now, and worry. I'm worried. I put that in the title too, didn't I? I think I did. Anyway, before we get, you know, too far into it, I just want to point out, yes, I look a little bit different. Okay, we're doing something different with a beard. Again, sorry my voice sounds so horrible today. I got a new tattoo, did something with the beard, so yeah, I look a little bit different. But anyway, anyway, I'm trying to get my voice back just for this stream, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. So you might just have to look over it. You might just have to look over it. Prepare yourself for a lot of coughing too. But it's like no matter how much I clear my voice, it's not getting better. So anyway, the best way to deal with anxiety and worry. That is the title of this stream. Now this is going to sound very simple when I give you this little bit of advice. And you're probably going to be thinking to yourself, this is too good to be true, Warner Bro. This is not going to work for me. My problems are too complicated. My situation is too complicated. This isn't going to work for me. But the best way to deal with your anxiety and worry is to repeat to yourself, okay, this little statement. There is nothing I can do about that. All right. That's what you want to tell yourself. Whenever you've got anxiety symptoms and panic symptoms coming on, and you want to get involved with, and you want to fight with, which we know is not true acceptance, which we know by now is just fuel to the fire, we want to tell ourselves, there's nothing I can do about that. Repeating that mantra to yourself ground you in reality. That reality being that if I try to do something about this, I am fighting. And if I'm fighting, I'm adding fuel to the fire. And if I'm adding fuel to the fire, I'm just going to get my nerves more worked up. It's not going to do anything. Ground yourself. Every time a worry comes, this works with worry too. You know, our two main keys is to accept your feelings, okay, and just carry on with your day, and to not follow your thoughts. This works both ways, okay? When you have a symptom, there's nothing I can do about that. Just need to continue on with my day, show my brain there's no real danger. When you have a worry come on, like I said, works excellent with worry too, that you want to get involved with, because we all know how tempting, so tempting it is to get involved with those worries when they knock on the door. If we remind ourselves in that moment, nothing I can do about that, I just burped, nothing I can do about that, then we ground ourselves in the reality of the fact that, yes, I could get involved, and yes, I could fight with and argue with and fuel the fire if I wanted to. Yes, that option is there for anyone who wants it. But if you remind yourself, there's nothing I can do about the worries that come. There's nothing I can do about the symptoms that come. I didn't choose for these things to happen. They just did. And that's a part of this recovery. And there is absolutely nothing I can do about that. So anytime you notice yourself wanting to get involved with a worry, that could be what you tell yourself every time. There's nothing I can do about that. Because we didn't choose for it to come. We didn't choose for the symptom to come. And the more we fight, the worse we feel. All right, the worse we feel, the more we fight. So reminding yourself every time a symptom rises, reminding yourself every time you so badly want to get involved with that negative train of thought, reminding yourself there's nothing I can really do about that, and just moving on with your day is the best way to handle symptoms. It is the best way to handle thoughts, because at the end of the day, not only does it help, but it's true. There is absolutely nothing you can do about a symptom coming. There's absolutely nothing you can do about a thought coming. Remind yourself there's nothing I can do. I'm dropping it. I'm not getting involved. I'm not fueling this fire. The more we fight, the more we fuel the fire. The more we fuel the fire, the worse off our nerves get, and we don't actually accomplish anything whatsoever but make ourselves feel worse. So anytime you want to obsess, remind yourself there is nothing I can do about that thought, and I'm not going to do anything about that thought because I am not fueling the fire. I know these negative worries seem so important, and I know they can cause a reaction in the body when your nerves are on edge, but it is, at the end of the day, one big bluff, and the less you get involved, the quicker your nerves can finally relax and heal and that real you can come back out to play. All right, you guys. So I'm going to read some comments now. That was the point of this stream. It had been like 3 or 4 days since I've uploaded, so I wanted to get on here and do a stream. Even though my voice sounds like shit, I still wanted to do it. I don't feel, the funny thing is, I don't feel that bad. I don't feel sick, really. It's just my voice, my throat. I don't know, something going on. My nose is a little stuffy, but that's about it. I feel all right. It's just my voice is screwed. So anyway, if you were able to sit through that and overlook that, thank you very much. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. We're going to read some comments. Christopher, hello. Joe, hello. Amanda, hello, everyone. Needed this today. It's been a rough one. Yeah, everyone's sick. I don't know what the deal is. I've been sick for a while now, and it's just like, I don't know, it doesn't want to go away. Resist nothing, yes. Hope everyone is tip-top. Also feeling off today. Not sure if it's the weather or what, but when I feel ill, my anxiety always goes up. See, that's probably just an issue that you're dealing with when you have those sensitized nerves. Because since I've been sick, anxiety's not really been an issue for me. So once you heal those nerves, I promise life pretty much returns back to normal, and you have all of these great tools to take with you. Let's see, more comments. Hi, Chris. Great to hear you live again from Toronto, Canada. Hey, bro. First video I've watched in a while. Well, it's good to see you back. Resist nothing. Oh, yeah, I've already read that. Okay. Hi, Wonder Bro. One of my very good friends is struggling with bipolar. Can you please give me advice to help him? You know, I should do a video on that. I try to stick to mainly anxiety, depression, and just like, you know, spiritual type stuff. I should do a video on that. Look into that a little bit more. Hi, Wonder Bro from Scotland. Finally caught a live chat. Love the channel. Thanks so much for all your advice and help. You are very, very welcome. Glad to see you here. I am being shifted between sensitized and not sensitized. Does healing only occur in a non-sensitized state, or can you also make progress even when sensitized? When sensitized is when you will actually make the most progress. That is when you'll make the most progress, because when anxiety is turned on, that is when your brain is learning the most. That is when the tools that I teach here on the channel are going to benefit you the most and reprogram your brain the most. So while sensitized is actually when you're going to learn and retrain the most. By the way, I like your name. My sugar daddy is controlling me. What a username. That's a good one. Let's see. I've been able to control and accept more often now, and it begins to pass more quickly as time passes. Just let go. Just let go. This whole journey is really about learning to not fuel the fire, and that was the point of today's stream with the mantra of there's nothing I can do about that. When thoughts and feelings come, there's nothing I can do about that. The more you get involved, the more you resist, the more you fight, you're just going to feel worse. And, you know, you're teaching your brain, you're telling your brain there's a danger when there's not a danger. The more you fight, the more you struggle. So live by that. There's nothing I can do about that. I'm just going to carry on. Nothing I can do about that. I could get involved with my obsessive thoughts if I wanted to, but that's going to make things 10 times worse. We're fueling the fire. So there's nothing I can do about that. That is the best way to stay out of your head and, you know, away from all of that mind activity that is pointless, useless, and just stressful. Evan Starr, hello. David, hello. Where do you live into? I'm going to assume you just meant where do I live. I live in Virginia. Hello, Wonder Bro. I was doing well 3 days ago. Something happened, triggered my anxiety. Now I've been anxious for a couple days straight in a row. I don't know what to do. Do nothing at all. That is the key here, okay? Acceptance. Carry on with life as if the anxiety wasn't even there. Because the more you fight it, the more you struggle, the more you're telling your brain that there's a real threat to your life when there isn't. The more you obsess about this thing, okay, the more your nerves are going to pop off, because to the brain that doesn't know the difference between a imaginary thought and a real threat, it's going to jump in to protect you. So don't obsess about it and carry on if there was nothing wrong, because there really is nothing wrong. The more we fight, the more we fuel the fire. So that's what this is all about. Let's see. Instead of trying so hard to fight your anxiety and panic and keep it away and instead of going into this with the mindset of I want to keep this anxiety and panic away, don't go into it with that mindset, because with that mindset, you're already telling yourself there's something to be afraid of when there's not. And when you're afraid, what jumps in to protect you every single time? Anxiety, the very thing you don't want. So don't go into it with that mindset. If it comes, you know what to do. If it comes, you know what to do. You've been on this channel for a while, I assume, so you've got these tools and you know how to handle it. So do not go into it with the mindset of, I hope I can keep the anxiety and panic away, because that is a surefire way to make sure that you do not keep it away. So, yeah, let it come. If it wants to come, let it come. You know what to do about it, and it'll be a good chance for you to practice. Obviously, nothing bad's going to come of it. Nothing ever does. So go into it with that mindset instead. Sorry, one. Oh, okay. You guys are just talking amongst yourselves. All right, that's fine. I got a little lost. Wonder Bro, about a year ago, when hell broke loose within, your videos were among the first help I got. Thank you. I wish to donate something, at least something. Is there a way besides PayPal? Unfortunately, right now, thank you very much, by the way, for wanting to donate. But unfortunately, right now, PayPal is the only way I accept donations. The link is right down there. If you do want to donate, donations are always optional. I never expect donations, but I am very, very grateful anytime I get one. But yeah, right now, that is the only way I have set up. David, oh, okay, you guys are talking. I keep reading the comments, getting involved in y'all's chat. Can anxiety cause you to feel ill? And can anxiety cause exercise intolerance? I'm an idiot. I can't read. Yes, it can make you feel ill. Very common side effects, symptoms of anxiety. Some people do have stomach issues with anxiety. It's very common. And a lot of people do find it's harder for them to exercise while in a sensitized state. So everything you just said is pretty common. Hi there, I have had 3 amazing months and the dreaded fear's back. I feel so scared and I feel like I can't do what you say, and I just cry and think I should take Ativan. As far as the Ativan goes, I can't really touch on that. I try to avoid the medication talk. It's not really my place. But I can tell you that setbacks are just recovery boosters. That's what I like to call them, okay? Because if you're having a setback, that means there's obviously still more anxious pathways in your brain that has not yet been rewritten. So take advantage of this, because like I said earlier, your brain learns the most while anxiety is turned on. So you should embrace this chance. Embrace it. Change your perspectives. Anytime you want to obsess or those negative thoughts come, there's nothing I can do about that. I'm letting that go. Anytime feelings come, accept them. Change your perspective about them and move forward. And you will be okay. You will see in the end, if you truly dedicate to this, just how much of this we cause ourselves. It's crazy how much of this that we do to ourselves. And a lot of times we don't even realize that. And that's what I'm kind of hoping to do with this channel. It's one of the things I've always hoped I could do with this channel, was to teach people just how much it's us fueling the fire, you know? That's what I really want to teach people with this channel as far as anxiety goes, is just how much of this suffering is caused by ourselves, and we don't even realize it half the time. So any way to deal with existential obsessive thoughts? Anytime you're dealing with negative thoughts, worry, obsession, just like the point of this stream was today, just tell yourself, remind yourself, there is nothing I can do about that. Because there's not. You did not choose for the thought to come, and the more you fight with it, the more you're just falling down this rabbit hole, giving importance to a thought. And now this thought is manifesting into these feelings, because the body doesn't know any different, doesn't know any better. So remind yourself and ground yourself with the simple fact that there's nothing I can do about that. I'm not going to touch that. I'm not going to touch that. Haven't watched in a while because my OCD has got better, because I took Elliot Holz's advice on destroying negative thoughts by not letting them into your brain. I like that. I like that dude. It took me a minute to remember who that was. I've watched his videos before. He's crazy. I love that guy. But yeah, not letting negative thoughts into your brain, not entertaining them. Same thing, I guess. Pretty much the same thing I try to teach. Not entertaining, not opening the door to them and following them where they want to take you. They can come all day long if they want to. There's nothing we can do about that. Don't beat yourself up about that. Be accepting of the fact that they came, but don't entertain them. That's what I've always said. Don't follow them. So a lot of people think, well, if I try to push them away, am I pushing them away? Am I ignoring them? You know, am I fueling the fire? No, we're accepting that they came. There's nothing we can do about that at all. We are very accepting of thoughts coming, okay? But we're not adding to. We're not adding to. If we're adding to, we're doing that that's our choice, okay? That's fueling the fire. We can't help the thoughts come, but we can choose not to follow them. So, big difference there. Big difference. When I panic or nearly panic, it makes me more anxious afterwards. Even though while I feel it, I keep telling myself it's just anxiety, it's harmless. It's getting harder. What am I doing wrong? There still might be a lot of resistance there. There still might be a lot of resistance. I think you might be obsessing too much about it. And the more we obsess about it, the more our nerves are going to jump in to protect us. Because back to my earlier point, brain doesn't know the difference between a real threat and an imagined one. So you could be using acceptance correctly and doing the right thing, trying to change your perspectives, not, going there with the symptoms, instead just accepting them and not fueling the fire. You could be doing that part right, but you may need to look at how much obsession you're doing, because if you're doing a lot of obsession and you're entertaining all of those thoughts, maybe you need to work more on that. Maybe you need to work more on that, because that's what could be keeping your nerves on edge, is that obsession. That's why we have the two main keys. One of those keys to accept symptoms, and the other one of those keys to not follow our thoughts, because they go hand in hand. You are a great bloke, Chris. Thank you, Claire Weeks, and all you other angels. Well, thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate that. Know that your thoughts mean nothing, yes. How long have we been streaming here? Only 13 minutes, okay? Feels a lot longer than that. Feels like we've been streaming a lot longer than that. Since it's only been 13 minutes, I'm going to smoke a cigarette. I'm going to smoke it with you guys. Responding to a text message. I gave a friend of mine, his wife was having a lot of morning anxiety, so I gave her my book, Dr. Claire Weeks, and the Wonder Bro YouTube channel. Awesome. Thank you very much. Anytime you guys help spread the word about my channel, it truly does help. It truly does help me. I say it anytime we get on this subject, but don't feel insignificant here on the channel. If you tell one person about what I do and it helps them, then you have been a tremendous help to not only me but to them too. So it means a lot. Means a lot. But yeah, if you are doing the acceptance part of things and you're still having a lot of trouble, you now need to look at that second main key, whatever order, no particular order, not following your thoughts. How much obsession are you doing? Because that's going to keep your nerves on edge. Whether you like it or not, if you're doing a lot of obsession, that is going to keep your nerves on edge. And maybe you need to work more on that side of things. Voice is terrible. Voice is so terrible. I quit smoking because I started getting panic attacks from it. Has that happened to you before? No. It's all going to be about what you tell yourself. Like if I had the mindset that smoking the cigarette was going to give me panic attacks and I entertained that thought long enough, then of course I'm going to feel it. Of course I'm going to feel it, right? Because the brain doesn't know the difference between real and a real threat and imagination, okay? So if I told myself that, then that's probably going to be my reality. If that's the thought that I entertained, then that's probably the way that I'm going to feel. So, you have people that say, oh, smoking calms me down, and some people I've heard, smoking makes me anxious. It's going to come down to whatever thoughts you're entertaining, and then that's how you're going to feel. So I got a little tongue-tied there. My brain is not all there today. You can work on that. You can work on that. If you can't get the not following your thoughts part down, work on it. It's a practice. It's a skill, and the better you get at that, the better you're going to feel. I promise. I promise. Hands down. Hands down. That it's a very important part of the process. Just because of that fact that I keep stating is that brain doesn't know the difference between a real threat and your imagination. So that is a crucial piece of information there. Because if your brain doesn't know the difference, then it's going to pop off anxiety to protect you the more you obsess. So you're going to run around in this circle. Where's my rest of my brain today? I don't know. I don't know. As you can clearly tell, I am a little bit sick, so I'm not all there today. Still a great stream though. Can you feel anxious physically without having anxious thoughts? Yes, if you are sensitized, anxiety can pop off without much thought being there, and that's a part of sensitization. $25 donation. You probably can't see that. Yeah, you can. $25 donation. Not really sure how to pronounce your name because I'll probably just butcher it. Chances are you're in the stream right now, though. So if that was you and you want to take credit for that, leave a comment. Thank you very much to whoever you are. Like I said, I just don't want to butcher your name. But thank you very much for that. I really, really, truly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Chris, have you tried some Buckley's? Am I saying Buckley's? Am I saying that right? For your voice, no, I haven't tried anything. I haven't really tried anything. I keep trying to clear my throat and cough and drink stuff, and it's not working. I might need something else. When do you know you're not sensitized anymore? Trust me, you'll just know. It's one of those things. It's one of those things. I know that's not very helpful, but you'll just know. You'll return to your normal self. Thoughts are not going to cause a problem for you anymore, and you're going to be able to put all this behind you, and you're just going to feel like you did before you were sensitized. Thanks to you, I'm so well today, I can't believe it. Oh, you sent the donation, didn't you? Thank you very much. I truly appreciate that. I'm glad I was able to help you. I'm glad the channel benefited you and you were able to recover. That's what it's all about right there. That is what it's all about. Thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate it. Truly, thank you. It's got ashes everywhere. Maybe I'll spend that $25 on some cough drops or something. That's what I need to do. Why do I feel anxious as soon as I wake up? Morning anxiety is very common for a lot of people simply because the levels in your body haven't adjusted yet. So that's a very, very common part of this. Hey, Wonder Bro, I just can't get the hang of acceptance. I will do okay for a bit and then just fall back to thinking I'm doomed and destined to die from not being able to tolerate my anxiety. Maybe you should focus more on the thoughts now. So we got the acceptance of symptoms down. That's pretty straightforward, but maybe you need to work on that practice of not following your negative thoughts. Sounds like there's a lot of negative thinking there, which is playing off your tired nerves and keeping you in this circle. So maybe we should focus more on that. Somebody knocking at my door. I think somebody might be. I might have to go for just a minute, but I'll be right back. If that was a knock. Can't tell. Trying to be quiet so I can hear it again. I don't know. I thought it was. Very common fear. Very common fear. Thanks for stopping by, Christopher. Really appreciate it. All right, you guys. I am going to go ahead and end it here. I got some things I'm going to take care of. Very good stream. Very sorry for this voice. If you were able to make it through this stream, despite my voice, then congratulations. You are a trooper. Anyway, thank you for the donation. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your comments. I love catching up with you guys. Subscribe. We are growing every single day. Means a ton to me. And until next time, as always, right there, stay awesome.